Alright, bear with me, folks. This will be a short one.
I don't understand how there can be so many different interpretations of such a divine book. Number 18.
Carrying over from the last one is, thousands of different interpretations. No, there was one church for 1,000 years until Rome broke off from four other ancient sees, because there was originally five. Well, actually, there was originally three, and then Jerusalem and Constantinople were added in the 300s. So there was one church for 1,000 years. It's mentioned the church stretched from India to Ireland, so it wasn't just a Roman thing, and Ethiopia to the Slavs of Russia. And then it broke in 1054, and then there were two, and then the Protestant Reformation came along about 500 years ago and really fucked things up with everything. So, no, the historical, traditional, the one, right? I mean, if you get really, 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 really down to it, you would only have four choices. Roman Catholicism, which especially after Vatican II changed a lot, but then again it changed after Trent as well. You'd have the Eastern Orthodox Communion. You'd have the Oriental Orthodox Communion, which any break is basically mended since the death of Ignatius IV of Antioch just a few years ago. So the split is basically gone. Or the Assyrian Church of the East, which is almost non-existent because of the Iraq War. Thanks, George Bush.
Why would you deny evolution?
The vast majority of Christians accept evolution. Over 1 billion. The largest denomination of Christianity, I believe 1.2 billion, which is Catholics, accept evolution. And have for almost a century now. The Eastern Orthodox are not creationists and are not against evolution. Again, this is only in the United States, and the form of wacky hillbilly Christianity that it exported. It's only within Protestantism, and it's only a very slim minority that's very vocal. Again, 5 creation accounts. And the church, especially in the West, relied on the Platonic view of the universe and how things came to being with the perfect spheres and all that kind of stuff. They didn't get that from reading the Bible. So, ascribing creationism to Christianity is like ascribing eugenics and not the white supremacists to atheism, because the hardcore eugenic atheists, white supremacists are atheists with the survival of the fittest and believing that, they're all into Nietzsche and everything like that and that type of shit. So I would say it's like ascribing, communism to atheists, but there are more self-identified atheists that sympathize or at least call themselves communist or socialists in some form than there are Christians that accept or deny evolution and accept young Earth creationism. So this is a straw man when you're talking to Christians, but it's you're saying it's for Christians, yet you're only addressing concerns of one sect. Whoops, I was so pissed at this lunacy of this that I
race itself. If God is all just, then how can he have mercy? Mercy is the
again
after we die. Understand how there can be so many different interpretations of such a divine book. Number 18.
There's not.
Why would you deny evolution?
I don't.
All that does is hold back science, which hinders the progress of the human race itself.
Even though the atheists have been more responsible for holding back science. Communism much? Fascism much?
Even if evolution was
China, North Korea, Cuba,
proven 100% wrong, that still wouldn't get us closer to proving that a God exists.
I agree.
Number 19. How do you claim the moral high ground when your holy book condones rape and slavery?
One, it doesn't condone rape or slavery. Ever. Help to abolish it. Slavery and rape happen because it's a record. Again, a holy book. Which canon are you referring to? But yeah, again, this is a longer video. Again, if people freak out, I'll make a video specifically devoted to this question 19. Let's see what 20 is.
If you think rape and slavery are immoral, then you are more moral than the book you follow. Number 2.
Where do we get the idea that rape and slavery are immoral? Not from the Aztecs, not from the Vikings, not from the Muslims. Not from atheistic regimes like during the Reign of Terror in the French Revolution, or Paris Commune, nor the Soviet Union, nor hardcore communist China in the 60s and 70s, nor current North Korea. I wonder where you get your morals from. Could it be Christianity? Even if you reject Christianity, Western culture and its impact, humanism began in Christianity. Fact. Inalienable rights, Christian idea. All the founding fathers, even the ones that were people claimed to be deists, said that the Constitution only works with people being Christian. And I don't like Western Christianity, and I'm not actually even very fond of, a constitution or a democratic republic. So, yeah.
How can you have free will when God has a divine plan for you? Anything you do has to go along with the divine plan.
No.
If you use free will to do different, it's not a divine plan. Okay, thanks again for...
Hold on. Calvinists, for one, don't believe in free will whatsoever. Two, how can you have free will without a soul? If you're an organic organism, at least my context, who's an atheist, is consistent in saying, yeah, there is no free will, it's only an illusion. Because if we are only physical beings, basically complex organic computers, then we don't have free will. And everything basically is predestined. These are, well, one, these are questions directed at all Christians, right? At 20 questions for Christians. It didn't say for evangelical, fundamentalist, Protestant, non-denominational American Christianity, or Christians who belong to that. It said Christians, which includes the Coptic Orthodox of Ethiopia, the Assyrian Church of the East, the Syriac Orthodox, the Antiochian Orthodox, the Maronites, the Malachites, all of the Eastern Orthodox Church, all of the Oriental Orthodox Church, the Roman Catholic, the Missouri Synod Lutheran, the Calvinist, and I mean, the questions that he asked to Christians only apply to a very, very recent American version of what gets called Christian. It just shows, yeah, I would say ignorance, but willful ignorance is called stupidity.